for joining me today as we fly business class for the very first time. Tonight we are flying with Emirates in their A380 business class cabin from London Gatwick to Johannesburg, South Africa via Dubai. We upgraded using Emirates miles and I'm so excited. I've always wanted to fly Emirates business class and now it's reality. It's definitely a dream come true. It's a bit of backstory. The reason we have all these miles was because in about 2018, coming back from my honeymoon, our flight was delayed. There was a technical issue with the plane. We sat on the plane for 4 hours in Dubai. We had to leave the aircraft and they had to get a new plane. I think the new plane left 8 hours after we were supposed to initially, so they put us up in the business class lounge as well as gave us, I think it was 40,000 miles each as compensation. Especially
tissue.
They rewarded us with miles, which wasn't quite enough to upgrade to business class, but close enough. So I always told myself, next time we fly Emirates, we're going to use these miles and fly business class because that was on my bucket list. Decided to use our miles along with points from our American Express membership and upgraded both of us. I think for one leg each it was 50,000 points. The only thing is you have to buy the most expensive economy ticket to get the upgrade with those miles. With the cheaper economy ticket, it was a lot more miles, like 75,000 miles per person to upgrade compared to 50,000. So you sort of have to weigh up the pros and cons. If you want the Saver, the Flex, or the Flex Plus, depends on how many miles you'll spend to upgrade. You can't actually upgrade any flight. The flight has to have reward seats available. So you can't just book a flight and then upgrade. I had to phone Emirates and book through them to try and get flights that had reward seats available. So that was fun. It was quite complicated because the flights that we were trying to get, one flight to Dubai had the reward seat, but then the flight to Johannesburg didn't, and there was a lot of back and forth. Eventually we got flights picked and they told me that because we're upgrading with miles, we don't get any of the other benefits that come with business class, like the chauffeur and lounge access. So we're like, that's fine. We're just very happy with the seat. So we get to the airport to check in and the woman at the check-in desk says, right, you have lounge access. So we were just like, oh. We go to the lounge, hand over our ticket, and she's like, welcome, and explained the lounge and let us through. So I'm not sure if it's just the Dubai lounge we don't have access for. We'll keep you updated. We're currently in the Emirates lounge at London Gatwick North Terminal. What did you get? Pasta. That's now finished. We're a bit hungry. I've got some butter chicken with some juice and some water.
This is the cheesecake.
John.
I took the flour off. Emma went way overboard. Look how big it is.
This is a white chocolate and passion fruit
Blech.
parfait. I don't know, I forgot.
It's parfait. Emma got in trouble.
Wait later. Look at all the steak. Sounds behind you.
Yes.
Give us a
All ground staff, please leave this aircraft.
this one does both. Mini bar. Got some waters. Little cubby hole with the maid's kit, which I'll go through just now. Thought I would show what our matey kit. This is the female one. So we have some tissues, dental kit, compact mirror, comb slash brush, hydrating face emulsion, body lotion, perfume, lip balm, deodorant. Oh, nice little bag. So John's going to show us.
Is this thing on? Is this thing on? Check.
John's going to show us what's in the men's amenity kit.
A razor, a dental kit. I'm assuming this is a brush.
I'll go on too.
Never used one before. It's actually a multi thing, a brush comb. Antiperspirant, lip balm, shaving gel, tissues, sun cream, and cologne.
And this little bag that you got. 50?
This is not bad.
Do you need your pillow?
Yes. What kind of forever?
How far are your feet from the end?
I can actually feel the end. A lot of head space. So I'm sort of a bit low. So I should actually sit up a bit, but I'm short, so when I sit up, I'm getting caught in it.
See, they gave you a nice mattress. Are you done?
This is very upright. I want to go back a bit. Yeah, no.
The toilets are only slightly bigger than what you would get in economy class, but it does have lovely perfume and cologne available to use, as well as extra dental kits and sanitary towels if you need them. There's also a window that you can look out of, although at night there's not much to see. The portable wireless touchscreen device allows you to show something different to what is currently on your main screen. Otherwise, it is the normal entertainment system as you would get in economy class. This is the seating area at the onboard bar. I didn't get more footage due to the fear of accidentally filming the crew. The seats recline completely flat and the crew give you a thin mattress to put on the top shortly after takeoff. And for someone who's more on the shorter side, I had plenty of leg room. Good morning. Well, very early morning. UK time, it's currently 3:45 a.m. The answer to my question of if I can sleep in the air lying down is unfortunately a no. I still get afraid of turbulence, and there was like slight turbulence majority of the way there. So I basically just closed my eyes for 3 hours. But very comfortable. Because our flight was so late, we were originally supposed to leave at 9:45 p.m. and we left at 10:30 p.m. So I was not ready for dinner. I just wanted to try and sleep. He obviously had to try out the bar. Then I decided to try and go to sleep. So John had some dinner, I didn't, but I did tell the air crew that I would like some fresh fruit when I wake up later on in the flight, which I did. It was funny when I sort of got up one of the times, I noticed that they had given these little I assume they're like little chocolates or something, cocoa, I have no idea. The crew had been amazing. We had a bit of an unfortunate situation when we got on the plane because I started filming. I wasn't aware that you weren't allowed to film the crew. Because I've seen so many people film online and they just blow out their faces or whatever the case is. It just didn't cross my mind, and you obviously need prior permission or whatever. So the woman standing at the door of the plane was so angry at me, and she like forced me to delete it and then go through my deleted bin and delete it from there, and she really put a damper on my mood when we boarded the plane, which is a bit unfortunate because we were so excited to board. I felt like now the crew hates me, which is not what you want. She came and chatted to us later, and she's lovely. I think her name's Andrea. We had such a nice chat, like 5-10 minutes with John and I, and she explained why, and I completely understand, and she made me feel a lot better. And we chatted to another lady at the bar. I think her name was Pavlina or something like that. I don't remember. She was lovely. She took Polaroid photos of John and I behind the bar, which was really cool. In this particular A380, there's about 50-something business class seats with economy class in front of it. It's only a 2-class flight, and the business class there's only about 30 people, also quite a few empty seats. The woman behind the bar was like looking for things to do, and she's like, "Can I make you a cocktail? Can I take your photo?" That was really cool. The flight we're going on next is 3 class, and I think there's about 70-something seats in business class, and it's a lot fuller. When I was checking in, I could see most of the seats had been booked. We're about literally an hour away from landing, supposedly, and that gives us roughly 2 hours before our next flights, which is fine because we're not supposed to have lounge access. So the quicker our next flight comes, the better.
I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.
Welcome to Dubai International Airport. World local time is approaching 7:45 in the morning, and the outside temperature is 23 degrees Celsius. Please keep the seatbelt fastened until the flight is switched off. Thank you for flying Emirates. We hope you enjoy the flight and we look forward to seeing you again soon.
The sky, we are heroes tonight. Feel like a dynamite, ready to explore right up in the sky. I need you to listen, I need you to hear, and don't show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.
Good morning. Same day, new plane. We now boarded our flight to Johannesburg from Dubai. About 8 hours to get there. Total day flight, but I still will try and probably get some sleep if I can because I didn't really sleep before. Pretty much the exact same seat because we're in the A380 upper deck, just a little bit further ahead and sitting on the opposite side. One thing I noticed about my seat that I didn't notice before, I didn't know where the sick bag and magazine were, and I literally just found it here. There we go. Oh my word. Here's the socks and eye shades. I was like so surprised they didn't give this to us on the first flight, so I had to use my own eye shades and I found it. Done. Should have asked. In preparation for takeoff, I put the front camera on the main screen and the tail camera on the tablet screen. We were given a noise-cancelling headset which had a weird tiny 3-prong plug which plugged in alongside 2 USB ports as well as a larger power port. We were also given an eye mask and some brown socks, which were not appealing, so I did not use them. There was a large gap between the window panes, and this made it difficult to take videos and photos. We then got given another hot towel before takeoff, and I tried to play a game which lasted about 2 minutes before it broke. And if you happen to be on the shorter side, the seat can come forward so that you're more comfortable. Pre-dinner drink. It's called a Vitality Boost, filled with goodness. Because why not? Why not fill myself with goodness? On a long flight, 24 hours of travel, a Vitality Boost is just what I need. Mainly orange juice and mint. No idea what else. Also, we didn't get an amenity kit this time. I know I got one on the previous flight, but just thought it was a guarantee that you get an amenity kit with your business class ticket, but guess not. Other news. Wobbly armrest. It's not that annoying if I sit still. I don't really notice it, but my chair also sort of like rocks back and forth every time I lean back. It's just these little things, you know. So the one thing I noticed different from this business class compared to the previous one, this under storage area is a lot shorter than the one we had previously. I think it's because the previous seat I had was bulkhead, so there was no seat in front of me. I think I literally had a much bigger storage area. I could fit my whole backpack in, whereas now I have to put it up in the overhead. Such trouble. Yeah, otherwise pretty much exactly the same seat. I noticed the controller is slightly different. It doesn't have volume controls on it, so I have to change the volume on the screen. Trying to connect to Wi-Fi. We tried to connect to the Wi-Fi on the previous flights and it just didn't work. It just said it wasn't available. It says it's available at cruising altitude, and we've been at cruising altitude for a good 20-30 minutes already, so.
A few moments later.
Almost time for some lunch. Trying something different than I usually try, so we'll see how it goes. For starter, I had the Arabic meze, which was totally out my comfort zone, but so delicious. I'm really glad I went for this. For the main course, I had the roasted Chilean sea bass, and ended off with a South African favorite of milk tart. Couldn't help myself.